Kieski.
Yeah, like K-S-K.
Kieski.
Yeah.
Kieski. Alright, I got it. So basically before starting filming for That's What's Up, Holmes wanted me to make a HD, and I didn't have a HD camera at the time, so I just started saving my money and basically went to the casino a lot and started playing craps and making money on the craps table, and then eventually I got enough money to buy what I wanted, and yeah, so I went and bought a camera and started filming and kind of got an idea behind us. Like, we wanted to keep the concept of the first DVD, like we wanted to keep like as many people involved in it, but have like sections as well. So I guess we got like the sections and then the middle of it's all like montaged like the first one. So I started with the concept of the first one, I guess, just traveling around filming with different crews in different states and stuff, and when I got back home I had a lot of good footage of Nick Kieski, and I basically just hit him up, instead of putting him in montages this time, maybe we'll do a full part, and he seemed to be down, and we just started filming a bit more and getting the generator out and stuff and doing like bigger missions and stuff, and got a lot of good footage so far, so I'm pretty hyped on his part so far. I also had a bunch of good footage of Michael Volkinson, and I hit him up and he was down to do a full part for the DVD, which I'm pretty psyched on because he's got some gnarly shit. And fuck, how did I ask Liam? I don't even know how I asked Zingbergs. I think I just rang him up and asked him if he wanted to do a full part, and I think he said yes. I guess he said yes because we're doing a part apparently, but he's lagging and keeps going overseas and holding up the DVD. So Jerry Vandervock was a big part of the first DVD, and basically we just continued on filming for the second one, and hit him up and a bit later on down the track, and he was down to do it, and that's how that came about. So besides the full parts, I've gone over to Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, Sydney, and basically just filming a bunch of different crews and people and making like a big montage out of it. Obviously a bunch of different songs and stuff. And I think I counted before that there was like 60 people in them, so there's a lot of different crews and stuff, so I'm hyped on that. And that's kind of like what the DVD was all about, having as many people involved as possible. And yeah, so a lot more travelling and stuff and a lot more people involved. So the first DVD, that was all street, and the second one was meant to be all street, but I gave in a little bit over the last couple of months. Just had some footage of trails and skate park and stuff, and decided to put that in the DVD as well. And I didn't want to really mix it with the street footage, so I kind of made it like a whole separate part and put it in the DVD, and it fitted in there nicely, so I'm happy with that. Besides cops kicking us out and stuff like that, we haven't had anything super crazy happen to us while filming for the DVD. Just getting scared actually filming, like people like Rocco doing stupid things, and I actually tried to talk him out of a few things that he wanted to do. Like I was just like, nah, don't do it, it's not worth it. And like we've gone home and he slept on it, and he's woke up the next day and he's like, no, I'm gonna jump this thing. And but apart from that, nothing super crazy has happened except for just filming crazy stupid shit. So my camera equipment it's just a HPX 170, and I got a depth lens for that, and some of the clips like when we've been out double angled with 5Ds and stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty much just all HPX. So I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to footage wise, and even though there was like a bunch of crews involved and each crew basically has its own filmer and stuff doing their thing and whatnot, I kind of wanted to be in control of the DVD 100% and go around and film it myself and get my own footage that way, and making sure it's like every clip is kind of like filmed the way I film it, and the colours are like look like my colours and stuff like that, so it's not kind of all over the place. Music wise for the DVD, there's been a lot of help from Voco actually. I kind of like tell him the vibe, and he sends me all this music because he's really into it, or he acts like he's into it, and it's kind of worked like that. And Jerry picked this song. Voco picked this song actually from day one, like pretty much from straight filming. He knew what song he wanted to use, and I listened to it, and I like every time I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, this is the song. And been filming and editing that since when we started, I guess. And K-Town, I just got his song today, so I just started kind of editing to it now. And Zingberg's, we don't have a song yet because he goes on World Star Hip Hop one day and he wants to use this song, and then he wants to use this freestyle by bloody you knows, and then so he changes his song every day. And as far as the montage parts, basically like just use what I felt fitted with the rest of the DVD. Injury wise, I feel like we've been pretty lucky filming for this DVD. Like obviously people have crashed and got hurt and stuff, but nothing like going off to hospital for or anything like that. But this one thing comes to mind. Voco, he landed it, but he dropped in off this roof, like stupid Voco one-story roof drop thingamajig, and he said he hurt his back or something like that. And then anyway, he went to the doctor, and apparently one of his discs in his back was messed up, and he had to have chiro for a few months, and he fixed that up. But that's basically all I know of. This DVD roughly goes for 40 minutes, or yeah, something like that, and it's a lot longer than the first one. Obviously the first one was a lot shorter, and that was another thing, like we wanted to make sure that the DVD was longer and stuff and more things going on. I guess it'll be available the same way it was last time, that was through newsagents and stuff, as like the mag itself, and it'll obviously be available this time overseas and stuff like that.